As a matter of fact, far from being illiterate, Mr. and Mrs. Schiller speak 2 languages, which I think is more than most of us in this church can claim. There is someone else in this church that speaks 2 languages. Mr. Sterling Murdoch. Mr. Murdoch's second language is that of his newspaper, the Pen and the Plow. It's a language made up of half-truths, innuendos, and outright lies. It's the language of yellow journalism.
I do not think church is the proper place to discuss this sort of thing.
And I most certainly agree with Sterling.
Well, I don't. I think it's a perfect place. I don't think there's a better place in the world. Would you sit down, Mrs. Olson? When I talked to Mr. Murdoch about the harm that his newspaper was doing, he shut me off. He claimed his right to freedom of the press. Well, as I see it, freedom of the press doesn't give anyone the right to print lies that blacken a person's name and cause pain. And that is exactly what the Pen and the Plow is doing, in direct conflict with the text that I chose this morning. The 8th commandment, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. But Mr. Murdoch told me that is the language that you all want to read. And apparently he's right. And I've asked myself over and over again, why do you continue to support that paper? Do you derive that much pleasure from the pain and suffering of others? Or is it because it's not you that's being hurt? When you go out and buy that newspaper on Saturday morning, you are supporting and encouraging the very sins that you decry in this church on Sunday.